All right, over the weekend we saw several major wildfires that started, and at least two of them prompted evacuation orders where the Utah Red Cross stepped in to help. Kirsten Stewart from the Utah Red Cross joins us this morning to talk about how they assisted those evacuated and what you need to know to prepare for the worst. Kirsten, thanks so much for joining us bright and early today.
Hey, no problem.
Kirsten, I'm just wondering, any idea how many families you guys might have assisted from all those wildfires over the weekend?
Yeah, so the Knowles fire, we opened one evacuation center. We assisted 422 people and put up 217 people into hotels for the night.
So that's a lot of people. How do you guys kind of juggle that need as well as concerns about COVID-19?
Well, what we asked them to do is when they showed up at the evacuation center that they stayed in their cars, and then we would approach the vehicle and find out what needs it was. If it was simply just to register that they were evacuated but they had somewhere to go, then they would go on to that location. If they needed our assistance, then we would assist them and direct them to the hotel that they needed to go to. And even in cases if someone had identified themselves with quarantining with COVID-19, we had a health department representative there, and the county had some rooms set up for that situation as well.
So it sounds like you guys really thought this through. We know a number of those wildfires was started by Firework, so I'd love to address some firework safety tips. What are some things that you would say to families who are thinking about lighting their own fireworks this week?
I guess the obvious one is don't light them during the times that they're illegal, and don't light illegal fireworks. But some of the other ones are don't give the fireworks to your kids to shoot off, because they don't some of them don't understand what those rules are. Follow the instructions on the package of the firework. Watch your pets. If you know your pets are afraid, or even just to know that you're keeping your pets safe, keep them inside during fireworks. Sometimes when you have fearful dogs, if you put them in a basement with some loud music, that kind of muffles that fear for them a bit and keeps them calm. Make sure you have a water supply right there, whether it be a bucket or a hose, and then wear eye protection as well.
A lot of great tips there. Now, unfortunately, sometimes you can't control what happens as a result of other people's actions. So what should people do at home to maybe prepare themselves in case they find themselves and their family in the middle of an emergency or a disaster?
Well, one thing they can do is they can download the Red Cross app. That will have a lot of tips of how to handle each kind of a disaster, as well as in the case of if it's a disaster to where we would have to open shelters, it'll even tell you where those shelters are located. And then also make a plan with your family. What are you going to do in the event that something happens? Make a kit, your kit that you're going to evacuate with. Have that ready to go in a place, because as we saw this weekend, you don't get a lot of time to evacuate if that's going to be the case. And then practice that plan, especially if you have kids and pets. Have your kids know where to meet you, if it's outside the house or wherever it is, depending on what that situation is, and who's going to grab the pets, and where are those kits, and how fast can you get everybody and everything out of the house.
All right, Kirsten Stewart with the Utah Red Cross, thank you so much for joining us this morning with this important information for our viewers.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Sarah, over to you.